What's going on, family? Romeo Jones back with you with this alcohol experiment and following up with you, right? We said we on this journey to sobriety, not just on a conscious level of I'm done drinking, but on a deep subconscious level. And you know what's funny? It's funny and not funny, but today's day five, okay? Today's day five. Physically, I feel pretty good. Again, my digestive system is still kind of, it's not firing on all cylinders yet. Um, just still, I don't know how much information you want, but still just, it's not all the way there. Still a little, it's not normal. You know what I mean? A little gassy, a little, not all the way there. You know what I mean? Uh, Stool is weird. So this is just all about the journey for me using alcohol for 15 years, okay? These, my last days are just not that long ago. What did I do with it? Wow. I was gonna. Oh, it's in my book bag. Sorry. I was thinking about where Annie's books were because I just, I always like to show Annie Grace her love because she deserves it, man. She created this thing on accident herself, and it's really magical here. Um, so we hit day five. The progress that I made today, as you all know, what's today? Today's the 16th, right? The 12th was my first full day sober, right? So put my last drink down on the 11th, and on the 12th, anyway, don't worry about that. Since the 12th, we have been in the green, baby. You know what I mean? And today, I woke up. Yesterday, I scheduled a dentist appointment. I got it out in the outskirts because it's like in the city. I guess a lot of people don't take care of their teeth, or it's just a high concentration of people. But you call the dentist, and they're like, "Yeah, 6 weeks out. 6 weeks, baby girl. I got a toothache. I'm taking a bottle of Tylenol a day." I mean, not literally for me, but 6 weeks out. So I'm like, dude, what do you think? And I'm like, I know the suburbs aren't like that. You know what I mean? And I went to the south suburbs. I didn't even go north, which is where I kind of, had roots as well. But I got on in there, and I kind of figured it because he thought it from the X-ray it'd be a root canal, but when he examined it, he's like, yeah, dude, you gotta pull it. You gotta pull it, and that's kind of where I was leaning with it. So 33 years old, and from lack of self care, obviously, I'm getting my first tooth pulled. I'm not gonna say obviously, but when I was in my early 20s, I got all my wisdom tooth pulled. All four of those are gone. But now I'm getting on the top here, so wisdom tooth gone. I used to know the numbers. So wisdom tooth gone. Then there's the tooth, and then that second tooth from the back is the one he's gonna pull out, and then I'm gonna have to get what's the word? An implant, right? So um, today I was just doing a lot of reflecting. So then once I got done with the dental appointment, I headed over to Planet Fitness, and I've got an open interview on Thursday. Remember I was talking about the plan, y'all. You know what I mean? $15 an hour. But it's time to humble down. Money will come around. The days when I had money, I was just drinking and drinking and drinking and getting a massage every day. And I'm not even gonna say how the ending was. You know what I mean? But just reckless, foolish, no vision, still being driven by my past essentially. And with this job, I like it because I'm not saying there's going to be no problems. We know that no job is perfect, but for the most part, we're in an environment where people are coming to, work out, maybe better themselves. It could be because they have diabetes. It could be just because they're looking to hook up their summer body. But for the most part, I think in the three times I went there, it was pretty chill. I'll be a service attendant, so you're pretty much well versed in everything. You know what I mean? You can work the front desk, but it seems that when the girls are there, they like to work the front desk, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool right now. I am okay with sweeping the floors. There's a cleanup in the bathroom, wiping down the machines, and just kind of spending a lot of time to myself. I am really amazing with customer service, but right now I think I need to customer service myself. You know what I mean? Um, After drinking for 15 years and finally using, like, I'm not the first. This woman has really created something magical, and it started with herself, and it's getting big. It's getting big, and I'm gonna get on get in on it. And by the way, I slacked on studying today in terms of being alcohol free. But I did listen to Annie in terms of her talking about her institute, where she trains other coaches with her methodologies. And I was just listening to her speak about the opportunity of coaching, which I already know. I learned a lot of that from Evan Pagan and his wife Annie Lala. But they're more so just Annie Lala is a love coach. Evan Pagan is more of a business strategist slash marketer. Whereas Annie Grace is she's in my niche specifically. You know what I mean? I'm not a love coach. I'm not a marketing strategist coach or anything like that. As I enter this industry of coaching, it will be on helping people find freedom from alcohol. You know, living an alcohol-free life. And I know it can be tough everywhere you go. You meet a girl. Want to go out for drinks? Damn. Right? You don't want to say, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially if you like it and you want to go out on a date, you know, but you know you're not drinking. So you just really have to embrace who you are and wear that like a badge of honor. I don't drink. Like 16-year-old me who only had one thing on his mind. Wearing blue and whooping on not Michigan, going to Michigan and whooping on Ohio State tail. You hear me? Real Big Ten rivalries. You know what I mean? Sorry, let me calm down a little bit. But all I'm saying is when I go back to that, that was the vision on my mind. A cup of alcohol. That's like putting a roadblock. That was like just running into a brick wall. And now here we are. Well, 16 then, 17 years later, and I am referring back to that version of myself as I move forward. I didn't care if you drank. I didn't care what you thought of me if you drank. I'm not judging you, but I'm not getting drunk at all. There was nothing about a drunk person that turned me on. This is prior to me, you know, ever really getting exposed to alcohol. Now, it's a big part of my culture. My stepdad got me drunk when I was like 3, 4, I'd say 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. Got me hammered. Well, I'm 3 or 4 years old. He gave me a half shot of rum, and I was pissed off. I was pissed off. I didn't even want what he used, the bubble gum, right here. I bought this just to show a video of it. It wasn't a blue kind. I don't know if this kind was out yet. It was the pink one, the original one, the pink one. I'll get you some bubble gum. You drink this. First he said, drink it. I'm like, it's okay. Yeah, ooh, you drink that. You crazy? I get you some bubble gum. For real? All right, let me hold my nose. Let's go get my bubble gum. You know? And by the time it hit me when we got to the store, I ain't even want the bubble gum no more. So I didn't study necessarily her material exactly on being alcohol free, but obviously we were talking about living alcohol free in the society that we're in, and she was just talking a lot about grace and compassion as opposed to shame, blame, and rules. You know what I mean? What you see in traditional recoveries. And he will never tell you not to drink. And Annie doesn't claim to be an alcoholic, which we don't really use that term anymore. It's more of alcohol use disorder. You know, but she doesn't claim to be abstinent or anything. She says I can drink whenever I want, as much as I want. I just choose not to. You know what I mean? Her stories is just great, like many of ours are. So I definitely wanted to create some content. I had so much to say earlier. I need to go live from my phone again. I have videos on there that I need to delete. So that way, you know, when like it comes to your mind, I could just create it right there and just put it on. Like right now, this is almost just like a video journal, a vlog for me. You know, I haven't gotten systematic about I mean, guys, I'm 5 days sober off of a 27-day bender. You know, and I mean, skin's looking clear already, right? It don't, the bumps not come, you know what I mean? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. But it's true. And like I said today, it actually flashed in my head. I had got done donating plasma, and you know, this I said, "Want to have a cocktail?" This I said, "Hell no!" So I go with this side, like, "Hey, bro, we got to talk about this, man. What you want to have a cocktail for? We already feeling happy. We feeling good. Got the job interview on Thursday. You know, again, I was tired of waiting tables, man, and it was so many shenanigans. The cooks sleeping with the servers. You feel me? The servers are girls, the cooks are guys, right? So when the girls come to the window, you know, Tony, I need some bacon. Bacon come right through the window, you know. And she need bacon because she didn't put bacon in. I go to the table. People like, well, this wrong and this wrong and this wrong and this wrong. Not that I put it in wrong. Well, this bacon small and her bacon big, and you know what I'm saying? All the bickering. Ma'am, how can I make it right? Well, just give me two more pieces of bacon and everything will be okay. You got it. Hey, Tony, can I get two pieces of bacon? I need a ticket. Damn. Tony, I'm trying to solve problems here. Your girl over here creating them and you want to be big there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for that no more, man. So maybe it was a gift. Moved in my new place on the 2nd. New place to live. No more 74th and Phillips. Praise God. Go to work on the 3rd. Do the dum-dum. Get fired. And I'm done with the dum-dum, y'all. And another thing is I'm about to be around people. Who you hanging around? It's a big deal. When you look at the drinking, and there's a place in my neighborhood called Blue Door. Yeah, it's called Blue Door. And I was walking past. I think I was coming from Potbellies, right? Yeah, that's what it's called right there. I was coming from Potbellies a couple days ago, and they were having a alcohol awareness, because you know it's April, so it's Alcohol Awareness Month. So that's one of the things they did for this month. And I went in, and I attended it. It was actually virtual, which is cool. I mean, we were there physically, but we watched it on a monitor, you know, from someone who was streaming live. And I was amazed because it was three girls for every one guy. The ladies are not scared to. I'm not saying the fellas are, but the ladies are out there like. Even if they're not looking, they're curious. How do you think I guess like my gift to myself is supposed to be sober, right? But this taught me a lot of things. Alcohol is highly addictive. Moderation isn't for me. But most of all, it's because I was curious. You feel me? I got curious about my drinking. And I truly don't plan to look back, you all. One day, brick by brick, like Nip said. There's gotta be a better way to live. I know there is. I lost it all. 3 times. I said it to my homegirl yesterday. She said, well, it sounds like you living to me. I said, why you say that? She said, because some people lose it all one time and they never come back. They homeless forever. They do something that they end up never coming back from. I said, thank you, Toy. Thank you. So, again, I'm stabilizing myself right now. You know what I mean? I got fired. I still got bills due. You know, and it ain't about just, oh, I got money. Like, I'm 34 years old. Money to me is at least a meal ticket. And I'm talking about I got an M in the bank. Collectively. You have 200,000 over there, 400,000 over there, 300. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a whole M. I'm about to probably make a baby. After this big marriage. So 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. What is that? It's something, I get it, but I'm sorry. Maybe my standards just too high. Maybe I was hanging around that country club too long. Seeing it, starting to caddy for guys. That's another reason I'm like, man, I gotta get my life together. I'm not gonna become a member caddying. I gotta go in the world and figure something out. You know, when I was 23, it was all cool. 25, 6, 7. I got to about 30, 31. Dang, I'll just caddy for a dude that's a month older than me. And his parents didn't give it to him. He built that shit on his own. But he ain't been playing no games the last 8, 9 years. He ain't just been getting drunk. He been putting in work. He the top broker in his area. And making eagles out here, okay? Big facts, I'm not lying. I don't lie on this channel. This Romeo Jones raw right here. So, I love y'all. I get a tooth pulled tomorrow. Again, as I walked out that dental office, I'm like, Rome, when you gonna get it together? When you gonna tighten it up? And I said, now it's happening. It's happening. Forgive me. Right? They got me on amoxicillin, you know, because, you know, once they pull his tooth, they don't want it to get infected. Just like, Jay, you better than this. And I said, I know. But you know what I also said? I said, give yourself some grace. Because I think your journey with alcohol is going to be a beautiful way for you to turn your mess into your message. And Man, I wish I could talk to 19-year-old me and tell him I know it's hard, baby. I know it's hard. But stop hanging out with them boys you stop hanging out with and don't turn to alcohol. I know I probably wouldn't have got it, but if it was a Romeo Jones out there who I could look to like, whoa, he like, man, he got a hell of a story, but guess what? He got it back. Grace. It's a gift. What do you do to a gift? You accept it and you open it. So I love y'all. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. And again, I'm putting it together. Tomorrow I gotta do that. They want a resume. That's the other thing I forgot to tell y'all. A resume. Now I get it, right? Maybe I'm just being. You want a resume for me to sweep the floors? You want a resume for me to wipe things down? I'm thinking if I'm not, this is a corporate entity, right? So it's not like a private business, but like I would just do an interview. Like me, I would just really sit down and, what do you like to do, man? What have you done before? A resume. Oh, well, I worked at McDonald's before. Like, I'm overqualified for this job. You understand me? A resume. Yes, ma'am. Come on, you kidding me? It's easier to get out here and get you some money in a business than it is to run around with these people jobs. We want a background check. We want you to piss in the cup. We want you to jump 3 feet high. We want you to do this and do that and do that. Man, get out of here, man. It's a 3-year-old on YouTube making $20 million a year playing with toys. 20 million. I'll take 2. Doing something, putting in work, not playing with toys. But I ain't hating on Shorty. His kid's taken care of, and he a kid, he a baby, he a toddler. So much love, y'all. That's another thing I got to do. Work on my resume, and as I solidify things with my apartment, with my career, it ain't an apartment. I'm renting a room in a house with other gentlemen, just like I was at the last place. Um, Once I get this situated with all my furniture and I get the lab set up with my desk and my bookcase, which I don't, get the job solidified, I know I'm gonna get it. She was like, "See you Thursday, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna dial back into this marketing, but more so, I need to become productive. I have to get myself on the schedule. I am horrible at winging it. Horrible. Like if I was an artist, I would have to be a writer. There's no way I could be freestyling like I was Cassidy. Not happening. I would not have a career. So just getting myself established with the schedule. So I'm gonna go through Evan Pagan's Wake Up Productive, and I'm gonna go through it like you're really supposed to, and implement those 2 strategies, those 2 morning rituals that really supercharge your day. And that's it, you all. It's just me, myself, and God, and you all. This YouTube channel right now, and I'm also doing some healing work in my childhood. But for that, I just do a lot of writing. It gets intense for me sometimes. It gets intense. Yeah. Well, much love, you all. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to make it too long, and they always come out long. But at this point in the game, I really don't have a strategy. This is just I got medicine on my heart, and I just let it out from there. There's no marketing strategy. There's no how do I use this and turn it into a short? There's none of that right now. It's only day 5. You know what I mean? We not even a third of the way done. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking forward to day 30. I think looking down the road. I think it'll be like May 17th. So we just chilling, y'all. We just chilling. So I love you all. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever you got going on. Much love. Oh yeah, and if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel. Share it with somebody. Like the video. Y'all know all that good stuff, man. Hit the jump in the comments, man. Ain't no love lost, man. Even if you laugh at me, oh, he cried in the video. It's too ugly. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. When you see me down in Colombia, you hear me? Living it like, hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember? Yeah. I don't say I didn't tell you. Just like I told you I was going to get that job at Planet Fitness, didn't I? I told you. I told you I was going to go get that appointment. But I told you, when I'm sober, I am not to be played with. I'm like Brian Urlacher, just ready to knock somebody's helmet off. Well, that wasn't a great example, but bye-bye. Remember, like, love, subscribe, or unsubscribe, or hit the X button. I don't know. Much love, y'all.